Shelley Hofberg is a clairvoyant, medium, pet psychic, and tarot reader. She does not ask for the details about your life, but primarily relies on her gift of clairvoyance to receive the psychic insights that will be the most helpful to you about your soulmate, relationships, money concerns, and your career path. As a pet psychic, she will receive insights about what your pet or pets wants you to know. As a medium, she will connect with your loved ones on the other side. Shelley Hofberg is the host of the Psychic Horizon radio show, produced by Goldilocks Productions and presented on Blog Talk Radio, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Shelley brings together the pioneers and visionary teachers to share with you some of the most enlightening knowledge that is out there today to expand your horizons and open the paths to higher consciousness.
Welcome to the Psychic Horizon Show. I'm your host, Psychic Shelley Hofberg. And today's special guest is psychic numerologist Jeremy Riden, who will be talking about numerology. He's the author of Your Soul Story, How to Create the Life You Always Wanted, and the Quest Method, Your Intuitive Destiny Guide. And before I bring on Jeremy, I just want to make some quick announcements. Jeremy will be back on October 11th, and on September 20th and October 8th, my guest is psychic medium Brian Rawls, who's the host of the Magical Journey radio show that comes on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, on Blog Talk Radio, produced by Goldilocks Production. And on September 27th is Cybran Diaz, who will be talking about karmic cards. On October 4th is Frances Poland, who's the author of I Amadeus. She's a medium, and she'll be talking about automatic writing. And on October 25, medium Michael Espinoso will be my guest talking about mediums. And coming up the second Saturday of the month in October, I will be at the Learning Light Foundation Psychic Fair from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm now ready to bring on my guest, Jeremy Riden. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, Shelley. Hi, everyone out there listening to Psychic Horizon. We're going to have a phenomenal show today all about numerology. So get your questions ready. You want to know what's going on in your love life, your career, your family? Call in today. Ask your question, but be ready to give us your birthday information. And the number one psychic on Goldilocks, Shelley Hofberg, is going to also give you what messages Spirit has. It's great to be on your show, Shelley.
Thank you. Yes, good to have you on the show, Jeremy. Jeremy, can you tell the callers about yourself?
Well, what would you like to know, everyone? There's so much. I won't go to the very beginning, but maybe I should go to the very beginning. From a very small age of around 6 or 7 years old, I realized that I had a direct connection to the divine, definitely the Holy Spirit, prophecy, intuition, just all the things that we consider to be gifts from God. These were activated at a very young age. I was a minister for many, many, many years, and then I transitioned into spirituality. So if you are like me, you're on a journey of growing and expanding, then I'm all about coaching you on how to have your best life. I do numerology, which we're going to do today. It's a great thing. I also teach astrology, but more importantly, I help you to connect to yourself. I help you to connect to the goddess within you or the God within you, because you are more powerful than you realize. We just need to heal your soul so we can get you to grow in abundance.
And Jeremy, what is numerology?
Shelley, I thought you never asked. Everyone, you've heard of astrology, but have you met the smart sister of astrology? Numerology. Now, don't change that button. I know a lot of you, when it comes to numbers, you're like, no, I did algebra in high school. I never want to look. I can't even balance my checkbook, Jeremy. Don't get me talking about numbers. Calm down, folks. We're not going to have you do the kind of math that makes you stress out. Numerology is a sacred system that teaches that the date of birth, the day you were born, your soul chose that date because the whole sky, the astrology, the stars, the sun, the universe, time, everything lined up at that exact moment for your soul to achieve what it set out to achieve by being born on that date. So that date tells us why you're here. That date tells us what you're good at. That date tells us, your birth date tells us the things that you may have to struggle with, what you need to learn. So numerology is the science of the spiritual numbers, how numbers are messages from God, and each number has a quality, and that quality tells you what you should be doing in that area of your life. That's why a lot of people see numbers over and over again. That's not coincidence. That's the universe sending you Morse code on what you're supposed to be focused on. Not only does your date of birth tell us something, but your name does, because every letter is assigned a number. And when you add all those numbers together, it tells us your destiny, where you're heading. So your birthday tells us where you came from, and your name tells us where you're heading. And there's all kinds of stuff. So, Albert Einstein, the smartest man in the universe at one time, said that the universe is made up of numbers. God himself is a number. Everything in this world vibrates, even music vibrates to a number. And if you can learn the essence of what each number means, you can unlock your prosperity, your love, and your happiness. So today, we're going to be taking your birthday to get messages on how to answer the questions you have in your life. Numerology is about using numbers to get divine messages from God. Back to you, Shelley.
Yes. And Jeremy, let's take our first caller, which is area code 313. Hello, caller.
Hello, how are you? I'm Shelley and Jeremy.
Hi, and who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Sherelle.
Sorrel?
Yes, Sherelle. Sherelle, just like the singer. R-E-S-P-C-C.
Find out what it means to me.
R-E-S-P-C-C.
Find out what it means to me. Sherelle, what's your question, sweetheart?
I thought, okay, my birthday is 11/30/93. I would just like messages from the other side. Now, you take over and go ahead.
Excellent. How old are you right now? How old are you right now?
I'm 24.
You're 24.
I'll be 25 in November. Yeah.
You're going to be 25 in November. So right away, just because you're going to be turning 25 years old, is that 25th year is all about changing your identity. It's all about a new image. It's like the cocoon, the caterpillar coming out and becoming a butterfly. So you really will be going more restless next year to be more assertive. It's not so much what does my boyfriend, husband, parents, what does the world want? No more, no. It's about what do I want? What is it that I need to feel alive? What is it that I want to do with my life? So it truly is a year that you're going to be more assertive, more aggressive, going after your goals. It's a great year to get in shape, lose weight. It's all about how you look, how you present yourself. So it really, really is good. And then I will also tell you that I would think, are you single right now?
Nope, I'm in a relationship.
I would expect that relationship's going to have issues taken care of. So what that means is you go into a 6th year in numerology, and if you weren't married or in a relationship, it could mean attracting your soulmate. But the fact that you're in a relationship tells me there are issues between you and your lover that you swept under the rug you may not even know about. But come next year, while you become more assertive, while you get more in line with your higher identity, who you're becoming, you're going to deal with the issues that have been on the back burner, and you're going to heal those issues, fix those issues, or maybe even get rid of those issues, but we're not going to just do the status quo with your lover, okay? And, Shelley, what do you pick up for our friend?
Serena, I feel that you growing up were very close to your grandparents. And I feel that your grandparents are around you. And I also feel that there was either a mother or aunt that passed away. Which one was it? Serena?
I don't think she's there anymore, Shelley, so we might want to move on.
All right, let's go on to the next question.
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Did your mother or grandmother pass away?
Yes, my grandmother did.
Did your mother or aunt pass away?
No, my mother's still living. All my aunts are still here.
Oh, all right. Then it's the grandmother I'm picking up, because I picked up that there was someone that you were close to as a child. And,
yes, it was my grandmother, my mother's mom.
Yeah, and I feel that she was a very spiritual person, very religious, very spiritual. She loved the outdoors. She loved flowers. She loved animals. She had more than one kid. I feel your mother has siblings. And,
yes, too.
Yeah, and I feel that she, is with you. And she's saying that there is going to be some changes coming up in your life. There's some concerns about finances right now. She's saying that there's going to be an improvement in your money situation. That there's going to be, that there might be a new job, and they're also next year a new job coming up, and she's saying something about a move, that you've been wanting to move, and that you're going to have the money to move.
Yes.
She's saying that there's a choice between relationships, the guy that you're with now, and somebody new that comes in October, November. She's saying that there's going to be a choice of relationships. And she's saying that there's going to be a baby girl that you're going to be having in the future. Do you have any children now?
No kids.
Yeah, you're going to have a baby girl in the future. You're going to get married, and you're going to have a baby girl. You're going to be a mother, she's saying. And that this child is going to be a very special child. It's going to be a very gifted child, gifted with music and extremely psychic, and gifted with animals. Yeah, that is going to be a special child, and the child's coming within 1 or 2 years. So you still have a little bit of time, but there is a marriage, and there is a child coming, and there is a choice between two relationships.
Okay. Thank you.
So there's a lot of changes coming up for you. And Jeremy, are you having any specials right now on psychic readings?
I sure am having a special. Thanks for asking, Shelley. I'm doing what's called a 10-minute clarity call, and what that is that you can have a question, and I will tap into my intuition, and we will come up with what the universe wants you to be behaving in that situation to answer that question. The 10-minute call with me right now is on sale for $25. And the way to get that is to go to DivineSparkMinistries.com, and there's a scheduler right then and there to schedule it. That's only on sale because it's my birthday month, it's Shelley's birthday month, and it's my gift back to everyone for being on this planet. After September, it's going to triple, so you want to get that now, DivineSparkMinistries.com. And, Shelley, how can people get a hold of you?
I just wanted to let her know that I'm having a special, too, 30 minutes for $20, and she could get a hold of me at 818-744
5241.
Yes, and on my website.
Horizon.
Yes. Oh, you know, we've talked before.
Yes.
Oh, good. And Jeremy, how can she get a hold of you?
Like I said, folks, my ministry website is Divine Spark, DIVINESPARK ministries.com. You can always look me up on Facebook. My name is Jeremy Riden, Riden. I'm only doing the intuitive clarity calls right now because I have a wait list on my clientele. And so if you got need a little quick inspiration, that's how new clients can get a hold of me until I get through my wait list. Thank you for your call, sweetheart. We're going to let you go as we go on with the Psychic Horizon show.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. We're now going to continue our interview with Jeremy Riden on numerology. What is the life path, and why is it the most important thing to know about your individual numerology profile?
Everyone, the life path is the road that you're traveling on in this world. It is taken by adding your full birthday together and reducing it to a single digit, somewhere between 1 and 9. That digit will tell us the experiences that you're going to experience on this earth, and also it will tell us what you're good at, what your soul came at knowing. So, for example, what do people enjoy doing? They usually enjoy doing things that they're good at. That's why they like it. So the life path tells us not only things that you're good at, but it tells us where you're heading. So, for example, if we are, the wonderful producer of this show, Tiffany Whitesage woman, and Shelley and me, we're all born on the same day, hypothetically. And God puts Tiffany on a country road. Country road, take me back. And then God puts, me on a, on an Amtrak, fast, on a jet plane, a real fast place, taking a jet plane. And then he puts Shelley, maybe in on an island. So basically, the life path tells us where you've been placed at in this earth as far as the experiences you're going to be having while you're here. And it's very easy. It is the most important thing to know in your numerology chart.
Oh, interesting. And Jeremy, what is the destiny number?
Okay, so everyone, I said earlier that your life path tells us where you're traveling or how you're traveling. Are you traveling on a country road? Are you traveling on a highway? Are you traveling by water? So it tells us the path you're traveling. The destiny number tells us the destination, and that is taken by your name. It tells us, where you're heading. So, I might be getting to New York. I might be riding a bicycle, but my destination is New York. So, example, the bicycle's the life path. The New York is the destiny number. So we take the two and we combine it together. And we say, this is how I'm traveling. That's the life path. And this is where I should be heading to. That's your destiny number.
Oh, interesting. And Jeremy, how can we use numerology to choose a career?
Excellent question. And anyone that's listening right now by Blog Talk Radio, you can press number 1, and that will get you into the caller ID, the caller queue, where you can get your numerology, psychic, or any other questions answered. So just press 1 so we can get you in. And you don't have to be shy. We'll be happy to take any callers, and you'll be okay. Now, the question, can you repeat the question? I forgot it, Shelley. Sorry.
How can we use numerology to choose a career?
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, folks, your career is probably one of the most, outside of love life, and for some people even more than love life, career is one of the most important decisions you will ever make, because we spend more time at our career than we do at our homes for most people. So do you want to be happy? Then you need to choose a career that is in line with your numerology number. A lot of people, I know they'll choose a career based on what they think is a safe choice, what they think will make them secure, and they get doing it for a few years and they're miserable and they hate it. And so that's kind of like the person that's that's a lawyer, but once he's being a lawyer for a while, he feels like he's literally dying on the inside. And then after a few years of being a lawyer, he does his true calling of being an artist and doing painting. So what is important is if you know your numerology profile, you don't have to waste many years wondering what the universe says is a good career for you. You can get really great insights on particular fields, particular professions that line up with your personality, that also line up with your higher purpose. So I would always encourage people that if you're in between jobs, if you're thinking about, wanting to do something different, get a reading with Shelley or me so you're not just guessing in the dark, but we can shine a spotlight on what your particular talent is at this time on this planet. Back to you, Shelley.
Yes. Jeremy, let's take our next caller, which is area code 940.
Hello, 940.
Hello, and
Hi.
who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
This is Tammy. How are you two doing today?
We're doing fine. How are you, Tammy?
Good. Well, I just actually tried to call in about, a career change, a job opening, or if you could give me any insight on that.
Tammy, what is your month and day of birth?
7/20.
Okay, how old are you right now?
55.
Okay, and notice, everybody, how we were talking about career, and then this is when Tammy called in. That's how Spirit links things up. This is not an accident, folks. You just saw how Tammy called at the exact moment when we're talking about what she's curious about. I'm going to turn it over to Shelley, the host of this great show. She's going to tap into her psychic powers, and then when Shelley's done, Tammy, I will take a look at your numerology profile as what you would be good at. What year were you born?
63.
Okay. Shelley, Tammy wants to know, what should she be doing for her career?
Tammy, do you do anything that involves entertainment or in more of a creative field?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a professional artist, but it's hard to make a living. But I also work in film producer.
All right, because I was picking up creativity and entertainment, and I feel that you will continue to have a job in the entertainment field. It's going to be in entertainment. And it's coming up either this month or the month of October. It's coming up. So I feel that you're kind of in the right field, that entertainment is a good field for you. And you are going to have some success as an artist. I see that you're going to be kind of making some changes to your style. And I feel that you're going to be getting some art shows. I especially see some art shows coming up in California, Arizona, and New Mexico. What state are you in?
Texas.
I see some art shows coming up there. There'll be some art shows also in Houston and Austin. So I feel that you're going to do some art shows in the future because you are a very gifted artist. You are very talented and you are very good. And even though you've had some problems and having some success with the art, I do feel that you're going to have more success with the art in the future, that you're going to be doing shows and that you're going to be selling paintings.
Okay. I hear you.
What, dear?
I said I hear you. I just haven't had that opportunity or the money to do it lately. So
you're going to have an opportunity to do it.
Okay.
You are. And I feel that you're going to get your art and kind of in town, in the Houston and Austin area particularly, because it looks like people have money in that area, that you're going to be getting some of your paintings in some galleries, or you're going to be getting your paintings also in some restaurants. So it is going to happen for you. I just feel you're extremely talented and that you're going to have success with art as well as having success with entertainment.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Yes, you will have success. And is there a relationship around you?
No, ma'am. I just have my dog and my son and his kid.
Oh, I bet your dog is cute.
No.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a Rottweiler. Her name is Sophie.
Oh, yeah. She's really smart. She's a very smart dog, and she's a good watchdog.
Yes.
And she's crazy about the kids. She loves the kids. And I feel the kids play with her.
Sometimes when we're there, we're not always there.
Yeah, when you're there, I feel the kids play with her. She likes to be around the kids. She likes children.
Yeah.
She's also a very good-natured dog. She gets along with other animals. She likes other animals.
Yes.
And I feel that you have either a mother or grandmother that she's close to. Is her mother or grandmother around?
No, ma'am.
She's close to them. Dogs are very psychic, and they can sense and see things. And your dog has seen your mother and grandmother around.
Are they on the other side?
Yes. They're in your house. They're in your home. They often when our loved ones and spirits pass away, they stay with their loved ones. And your mother and grandmother are around you. They're in your home. They're watching after you. And the dog has seen them. Does the dog ever stare out into space?
Not that I noticed, but the things that give me the impression that somebody's here is when she's sleeping and she just lets out a little soft howl twice, and that's it.
Yes.
Gives me a clue. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that they're around, that they are around you. And, they love you. And there is going to be a relationship coming up for you. It's going to either be November, December, January, or February. You are going to meet someone, and you are going to get into a relationship.
Will I be moving?
I feel you'll move, but I don't feel a move this year. I feel a move early in 2019.
Okay.
You're going to move closer to your daughter and your grandchildren.
Okay.
And I just wanted to let you know that I'm having a special on psychic readings, 30 minutes for $20. So if you're interested, just call 818-744-5241 or go to my website, psychichorizon.com. And Jeremy, do you want to tell me about your special and then do a reading for her?
Sure. So everyone out there, I'm doing a 10-minute clarity call, getting more clarity either in your romance or finances through the intuition. The call's on sale for $25. It will go up at the end of September to probably about $80 or $100. So anyways, with you, Shelley's right. Let's look at the numerology and astrology, what's going on with you at 55. Shelley's psychic impression is right in line with the actual astrology because your seventh house is lit up this year in astrology. What that means is that's the house of relationship, marriage, partnerships. So you literally are going to actually be in a relationship coming up. It's going to be how do you know if you should date this person? One, they're going to make you feel really sexy. They're going to make you feel very feminine. They're going to, when you sleep with them, the sex is going to be great. It really is a great, great year for you in the relationship sector, allowing yourself to experience that. Also in business, it really is partnering up with business. You are meant to be in the creative field, but you're going to have to do narrow things down a bit and not be so vague and so open. So there is a partnership, and that partnership in business is somebody that's going to start communicating on your behalf. They're going to start taking what you're producing and maybe selling it for you, or maybe introducing you to people. So basically, you need help in selling your work, and you need to get more on the business side of it, that someone can help you with that. Now, you're very stubborn, but it's a good stubborn. It's a determination. It's like, I want what I want, and I'm going to do it. And you think a certain way, and it usually takes God himself to change your thinking process, but that's not good. I mean, that is good, because the more you're focused, usually that's what brings more money to you. So what should you be focused on right now? You should be focused on finding somebody that can communicate, help you share information about what you're producing, and you should be focusing on, opening your heart to being in a relationship again. Those are things that the universe wants you to be doing. So thank you so much for calling Psychic Horizon, and we will be looking forward. It wouldn't surprise me that you call me up, next year and say, Shelley, I did meet my soulmate, and Jeremy, I did find a business partner. So really just be open to allowing new people into your life, okay?
Okay, and Jeremy, how can Tammy get in contact with you?
Well, Tammy and everyone, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I'm gonna give you my own personal cell phone number. Just give it, only share it with your closest friends, even though this is going out to the world right now. My cell phone is 616-795-5999. 616-795-5999. If you're interested in a reading, if you're interested in counseling, just text me your name, your birthday, and a question, and then we can create a relationship on what we need to do in the future. Or go to my ministerial website, divinesparkministries.com. There's free resources on there to encourage you. And as always, I'm on social media. My last name is first name Jeremy, last name Riden, Riden, Jeremy Riden. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I'm always putting stuff out there that's going to encourage and empower you to live your best life. Thank you for calling. We're going to let you go, and we're going to go back to the show. Shelley.
Yes, thank you for calling, Tammy. We're now going to continue our interview with Jeremy Riden on numerology. How can we use numerology and dating, Jeremy?
This is absolutely one of the greatest things about numerology. It can tell you who you're compatible and not compatible with. Because when you get a life path number, let's say, your life path number is a 4, and your person you're dating is a 3. Well, this is like opposites attract, because the 4 is going to be very hardworking, very secure, routine, wants structure, while the 3 is very fun-loving and creative and likes to go out and try new things. It looks like it would be a good match, but it's not, because the values of the 4 are different than the values of the 3. A lot of times, folks, when we're dating, when they say opposites attract, and that sounds so great, that can be really dangerous, actually, because you may be just being chosen to somebody that is not good for you, so you can learn to love yourself, grow, and see what you really need. So instead of creating heartache by just allowing your heart to fall in love with somebody that may not be good with you, I would get a hold of me or Shelley and get a quick compatibility reading. Yeah, a thumbs up or thumbs down. Ladies, be more smart with your heart. I'm not saying close your heart off. I want you in love. I want you giving love. I want you feeling love. But I also want to protect you so you're not being abused in love. And so numerology tells us the people that are more in line with who we are as a person and who we would get along better with.
Yes, And Jeremy, what is the attitude number?
Oh, I love this. Okay, everyone. So everybody knows that everybody's got an attitude, a go-to attitude. It's kind of part of your personality. Some people have a very humorous attitude. Some people have a very serious attitude. Some people have a very intellectual attitude. Some people have a very emotional attitude. So there is a go-to attitude number that you can figure out for anybody by just knowing the day and month they were born in. So you take the month and the day of birth, add it together, and it comes out to a number. Let me give you a live example. I'm born on 9/21. So I would take 9, plus it to a 2, which is 11, and plus it to the 1, because in numerology, you take every number and you plus them together to get one number. So the 9 plus 2 plus 1 equals, 12. Well, I'm not done yet, because numerology breaks everything down to a single number, 1 through 9. Yes, there are some master numbers, 11, 22, 44. But for the sake of this, reduce it down to a single number. How do you do that? You just keep plussing. So 12, I put a plus between the 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Now I know my attitude number. The attitude number for Jeremy Riden is a 3. So what is Jeremy's attitude when he's facing problems? What's his outlook in life? What's his go-to? Well, 3 is all about optimism. 3 is all about faith. 3 is all about laughter. It's about being uplifting. It's about very communicative, very talkative. So what's that say about me? It says that I have a very fun-loving, very positive outlooking, very humorous, and very wanting to keep everything light and happy attitude. And so I have that attitude, and what I had to learn, though, just for people learning, is that I had to learn that it's okay sometimes for people to stay sad. It's okay for people not to have the answers all the time, because if something serious was going on, when a friend was wanting counseling, I would try to lighten the mood. I would try to look from the positive side, and these are good things, but not at the expense of really seeing what's going on. So I had to learn when my attitude is good and when I just got to be comfortable with things not being happy, with things not being outgoing, with things not being lighthearted. And so the attitude number is the outlook of the person. You get this by adding the month and day and reducing it to a number 1 through 9.
That's awesome. And what is a personal year theme, Jeremy?
Listen, folks, I can make you a psychic right now. This one little tip. You can have so much fun with your friends and family, and they'll be like, wow, how did you know? Every year, we go through a personal theme. And some years about money, some years about love, some years about health. And you can know what the year is going to be like before anything even happens. And the way to do this in numerology is to find out your personal year number. And the way to do this is, let's do it for 2019, since we're only 4 months away from there, or 3 months away. 2019, right? So what you do is you take your month and your day of birth, and instead of adding the year you were born, you add 2019. Just to make it easy for everybody, 2019 comes to the number 3 by itself. So for anyone listening, if you want to figure out your personal year for 2019, take your month plus your day of birth plus the number 3, reduce it to a single number, and that tells us what theme is going to be playing out that year for your life. Do it with your friends and family. Now notice, if you tell them right now, they're probably going to be like, no, that's not going to happen, because they're not in that vibration yet. But as they get further and further in 2019, they'll begin to see their attitude, their plans shift to whatever that number is. So they'll come back and say, oh, my God, you were right. You told me this a year ago. You told me this 6 months ago. How did you know? And if you want to tell them, great. Or if you just want to seem like you're a psychic, just keep the personal year little trick to yourself.
And what are the pentacles and challenges in numerology?
I'll be happy to answer that. And listen, if you're folks out there listening, we only got about another 20 minutes on this show. So if you want to get free advice, if you want to tap into the cosmos, hit number 1. Call in the number right now. You can still have time to talk to me and Shelley. You don't want to miss this opportunity. And so now we're going to talk about pinnacles and challenges. Every few years, you have what's called a pinnacle. Well, what does the definition of pinnacle mean? It means top of the mountain. It means success. It means promotion. It means good things. And so in numerology, your pinnacle numbers are the things that you will be a success at. These are the things that you would achieve happiness at. These are the things that are going right for your life. And if you give into that kind of vibration and you do the things that number tells you to act like, then you will achieve success and happiness. The challenge numbers is the opposite. It's the negative side of a number. Notice, numbers aren't just positive, like we're trained in elementary school. You can't ever subtract. But when you get into high school, college, you realize that's a myth. There's negativity, too. You know, I could preach right now because sometimes in these new age circles, all we want to do is talk about positivity and pretend that there isn't no negativity. But this world is dual. This world is black and white. It's up and down. Yes, there's tons of shades of gray. I understand that. But there isn't, we don't want to spiritually bypass dealing with negativity. If you just put your hand in the sand and you don't heal or channel negativity or recognize negativity, then you will unconsciously do negative things and think you're positive and not really realize that you're really hurting people. But that's a sermon by itself. So the challenge number is the things that are hard for you at that time in your life. These are the negative things that you're doing. These are the negative things that are holding you back from reaching the top of the mountain. So, you know, like, let's say I want to go to the finish line, and it says, you know, take this is the fastest route to the finish line. That's my pinnacle route. But on the pinnacle route, there may be a cow in the middle of the road. That cow is something I got to get past. It's an obstacle. It's a challenge I have to get past. So numerology tells us how you can get the prize, your pinnacle, and it also tells us the challenge that's standing in your way that you got to figure out how to get around. That's the pinnacle and challenge number of numerology.
And what does it mean if you keep seeing a number repeating in your life?
How many angel people are out there that loves your angels? How many like angels? Because repeating numbers are messages from the angels, the higher masters, your higher mind, God, Goddess, universe. It's the spiritual side of life. And so repeating numbers in numerology are saying that this trait, what this number represents, is what you should be focusing on right now. So if you saw, I just had a call yesterday from a woman that kept seeing the number 1 all the time, 1111, 1111, and I told her, well, the universe is telling you that you need to start something new. You need a new beginning, because 1 is all about new beginning. 1 is also about being assertive. It's about pioneering, going after what you want. And so she had been taking care of everybody else, putting everybody else's needs ahead of hers, because she was a caretaker. But the universe was trying to get her attention to say, listen, you've been caretaking long enough. It's time to focus on your own needs for a while. So repeating numbers are little messages from the universe telling you what they want you to know. Now, a fun thing to do, if you like angel messages, there are different angel readers that have assigned numbers to certain angels. And so you could look up, you know, maybe you're seeing the number 369 over and over again. Well, go to Google, type in Angel 369, and somebody that has cataloged all the angels can tell you what that angel number is. Now, I know I hear Tiffany and different ones saying, don't believe everything you see on the Internet, and I would agree with that. Don't believe everything you see on the Internet, but you do have intuition. So when you're reading it, and if it resonates with you, then that's a thumbs up. If you're reading it and it doesn't feel like it applies to your situation, then just put it on the back burner. So repeating numbers are in numerology are telling you what you should be focusing on, and in the angel realm, it's telling you what your angels are, what specific angels are around you. Just for a side note, I deal with the Archangel Nathaniel. Nathaniel is Archangel number 16, and he is the angel of transformation. He's the angel of life coaches. So when people are ready to make a transformation in their life, either a career change or either getting healthy or either start finding their soulmate, Nathaniel is the one that gets us more in line with our divine spark. So I channel messages from Nathaniel from time to time, and I know different people challenge different messages. Notice this, folks. You're not on this planet. Even if your parents are dead, your husband's dead, your children are gone, you feel like you ain't got no friends, you are never alone in this world. No matter how lonely you feel, you have family, friends, and a support staff on the spiritual side. You may not see them, but they're all around you, rooting for you to be happy, successful, and complete. Back to you, Shelley.
Jeremy, let's take our next caller, which is area code 863. Hello, 863.
Hi, Shelley. This is Julia from Florida. Thank you for taking my call.
Hello, Julia.
Hi.
And Julia, how can we help you?
Well, I've got a birthday Sunday, September 16th, 1961.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. So I thought this is a good time to get a little preview of coming attractions.
Absolutely. And how old are you, Julia, going to be this birthday?
57.
57. Okay. So I will turn you over to Shelley, but you are entering into your second Saturn return, and we'll talk about that when Shelley's done with you.
Okay. Thank you.
Julia, do you have grandchildren and pets?
Nope, neither one at this time.
I feel you're going to get a pet. It's going to be a small dog, and I know you're not looking for a pet, but I think what's going to happen is someone has a pet that they have to give away because they're moving, and you're going to be finding out about it, and you're not going to be able to resist the dog. It's just adorable and cute. So I think that you're going to get a pet. I also see you doing a lot of travel, that there's a lot of travel coming up for you. And I feel that you do have friends or family out of state, and that you are going to be doing some traveling. And next year you'll be doing a lot more traveling. I also see some concerns about your money. Have you been worried about your money?
Yeah, I've got some changes coming up, and money is definitely part of it.
Yeah, I feel that money is a concern, but after October, there's going to be some improvement in your money through work. There's going to be some work for you coming up, and there's going to be improvement with your money. So it's going to change. Your money is going to improve. You are going to do better with your finances.
Good, thank you.
I also feel that maybe you have some health concerns. Have you had some health problems?
Not that I'm aware of. This has just been like one of those kind of weird years for odd things popping up. So, yeah.
If it's not you, it might be someone around you that has a health problem that you're going to be finding out about, and you're going to be helping them.
Okay.
2019 feels like it's going to be a better year for you, that things are going to start to get better for you. Things are going to get easier. This has just been kind of a tough year, but things are going to get better for you next year.
Oh, good.
I also feel that next year that there might be a move. Have you been thinking about moving?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, next year there's going to be a move. And I feel it could even be an out-of-state move. I kind of feel that you want something different, that you want to make a change.
Yes.
So the move may be out of state, but I think it's going to be good for you. It's going to be a good move. And wherever you're moving to is going to be a better place for you than where you are now.
Okay, good.
You're also going to be meeting somebody and getting into a relationship in 2019. He's about 58, 59, 61, 62, or 63. So he's in his late 50s or early 60s. So he's a little bit older than you, but he's in good physical condition. He's in good health. He's in a profession that involves travel. That's where I might be seeing all the traveling coming in, because you may have a partner to travel with. So there is a relationship coming up. So things are going to get better for you. You are going to have a better year next year, and things are going to be better for you, and it's going to be a good year, 2019. And I'm having a special right now, 30 minutes for $20. So if you're interested, just call 818-744-5241 or go to psychichorizon.com. And Jeremy, what are you picking up for Julia?
Well, Shelley's right on the money.
Wonderful.
Yes, it was wonderful, Shelley. She was right on the money, Julia. I love your speaking voice. You are going in 2019 a 1 year, just as I was talking about. It's all about new beginnings. And so moving usually happens in a 1 year, so I would expect Shelley's right that there will be a move. But it's really about you being more assertive. It's about you going after what you want. So really get clear in the next few months, what do I want in 2019? What kind of career? Because usually there's a career. So not only a move, but there's usually a new career starting. It's about, all new stuff. I said just go to Google second Saturn return at 57, from around 57, really starts at 58 through 60. A woman starts entering into the third phase of her life, where there's all kinds of changes for her to really live up to who she has become as a woman and become this wisdom teacher. Now, with that being said, you've been in a 9-year this year, and you're still in the 9-year, which is quite an emotional year, because there's usually losses, meaning the universe says there's certain people you got to let go of, loss of career. Usually maybe someone even dies that but it's really kind of like the universe is saying, all right, Julia, we're letting go of everything that no longer serves your highest purpose. Doesn't mean that these places, these jobs, these even these things that you used to hold dearly, doesn't mean they were wrong for you. It just means that their season is up. Do you understand that?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. And you said you're going to be how old in 2019?
I'm turning 57.
57, that's right. So you're going into the 9th house. This tells us that Shelley's right. There will be a lot of travel next year, and there's also going to be a lot of things I would have you think about is your spirituality. You're really going to be more connected to spirituality again. Publishing. I would even think about writing a book. I would think about doing something to share your information, because I said you're going into the third phase of a woman. The third phase is what the spiritual teachers used to say, crone. Have you ever heard that term, a crone? It was a wise woman that taught her lessons. You're becoming a crone now, and you're here to teach what you have learned to other people. Well, what are you here to teach? Well, part of you in the destiny system, one part of your soul is a 6 of diamonds. And what that means is that your destiny is to turn around and start teaching people higher values for their life. So meaning maybe people value money, and that's fine, but then you teach them, let me tell you what it means to truly be wealthy. And truly be wealthy is being able to have time with your family, being healthy in your body, And so I want you to start thinking next year, how can I share with younger women? How can I share with people in the world? What have I learned at 57 that I can teach younger people how they need to expand their value system, how they need to bring their perspective up a little bit higher. So just hold on. Shelley's right. You're going into a great year next year as far as a brand new beginning, a lot of travel, maybe even dating somebody new. So what I need you to do for the next 3 months is finish up any loose ends. That means any projects that you're doing that you've been procrastinating, get it all done. Get your house in order, because changes are coming next year that are going to be absolutely a new beginning in your life. Thank you for calling. We're going to let you go. We only got a few minutes. I'm going to turn it back to Shelley.
Jeremy,
Thank you.
Do you want to give Julia your contact information?
Julia and everyone out there, you can text me at 616-795-5999. Text or call. My name is Jeremy. Go to my website, DivineSparkMinistries.com. There's free resources on there. All I'm doing right now is intuitive clarity call. It's a 10-minute call where I give you clarity on any question you have. It's $25 now. It's probably going to go up in October to $50 and then up to $100 by the end of the year. So get it now while you got a chance. Thank you for calling. It's been great to be on this show.
You.
Back to you, Shelley.
Thank you, dear. Thank you for calling.
We're
now going to take. Thank you for calling, dear. We're now going to take our last caller, which is area code 253. Hello, 253.
Hi, Shelley. Thank you for taking my call. My name is Maureen, and I'm very interested in a project that I'm doing, whether it's going to get in the right hands. It's very close now.
Okay, Maureen, real quickly, take a deep breath and pick 3 numbers, 1 through 9.
Number 9.
Give me another number.
Number 3.
Give me another number.
Number 1.
Okay, 9 says what you need to be doing with this stuff is really tapping into your creativity, really also do, whatever the project is, send it out with the attitude that this is going to be a healing thing in the atmosphere. I'm sending this out in love, that it's going to empower people, that it's going to help people. 3 says that maybe you're not having the confidence, that maybe there's something with your communication style that is blocking you from really getting this out to the world. So you got to say, what is blocking me in my communications from really making this thing successful? And what will help you to communicate better on your project, whoever you need to talk to about it, is the 1. And that means really stay true to your own voice. Don't just share what you think people want to hear. Don't just do what everyone else is doing. How are you different? How is this project different? What sets it apart from everyone else? And don't be shy to be different. You be different with that project. It will help you to become more truthful about what it's going to do, and it'll come out, and it really will reach the masses one way or another. To you, Shelley.
Maureen, I feel that the project is going to be successful. There is going to be both a man and woman that will be instrumental in helping you to launch the project. And helping you with the project. They're going to be interested in the project, and the project will kind of be completed by the end of the year. I feel September, October. So I feel that there's going to be some interest in this project. I also feel that there's going to be some new projects coming up in December, January, February, that there's going to be some other projects. And the connection that you make with this man and woman will continue. They'll also be helping you with the new project. So you're going to get help with the projects. You're going to get interest in the projects, and the projects are going to generate revenue for you.
Happy dance. Thank you both for all that information. I appreciate you.
And Maureen, I just wanted, Jeremy, do you want to let Maureen know about your special?
Maureen, just go to DivineSparkMinistries.com. Everybody look at my intuitive life coaching page. You can see the special I have running right now. Back to you, Shell.
I'm having a special 30 minutes for $20. So if you're interested, call 818-744-5241 or go to psychichorizons.com. And thank you for calling, dear.
Thank you both.
You're welcome, and have a good day, dear. Bye-bye. And Jeremy, I want to thank you for being the guest on the Psychic Horizon show today, the special guest. I wanted to thank Tiffany White, Sage Woman, for producing the Psychic Horizon show, and I want to thank all the callers who participated in the Psychic Horizon show.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Have a good weekend, Jeremy. Bye-bye.